Okay, I tried to be different this time. I wanted to roll in with you guys. What's up, everybody? What up? What up? Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the To the Darion Show. I am your host, Don Darion. We did it again. Okay, we are trying to be we're trying to be consistent over here, but and we're trying to stick to that 30-minute time limit. So I do need to get on with the show. One thing before we do get started, first of all, shout out to everybody calling me dramatic in the comments. Hey Shakira, hey Megan, hey Jaren. Hi, shout out to everybody that's watching. One thing I do want to talk about is Valentine's Day. So it's really not Valentine's Day, but the fact is that I've never had a Valentine. Not really sure why. I'm such a good guy, such a nice person. But it does make me think about my singleness. It makes me think that I have been single for a while. Like, I mean, I've been working really, really hard today. Okay, I have to clean my own apartment. I have to clean my own. I have to cook my own food. It's awful. It tastes disgusting. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. And I just have to do. First of all, and I had to learn about my hair myself. I had to go on YouTube. Okay, do y'all know that I know how to cornrow hair? Because I don't have a woman to do it for me. But it's okay. It's okay. Valentine's Day is fun. We do. I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot that we are always behind. I have a really, really great show for you guys today. I don't think it's going to be 30 minutes. I have such great topics. I have great people. Usually for my FOMO relief or our hot topics, I usually have women. I know women like to talk, but I was like, you know what? I really want to talk. I want to have some man talk. Okay. Like I want to see what the fellas think. So I have my panel. I got Ryan J. I got Theo. I got Brian, Carlos, and Jonty. They are joining me for the FOMO relief. And then also I have a special interview. Okay. I went to middle school with this girl. She has her own business. Her name is Denise, and I'm interviewing her. She is the bling queen. She has a t-shirt company, and I really, really want to talk to her about it. So I'm excited for her tonight. I haven't seen her in so long. But let's get started with the hot topics. I want to bring up the guys. I want to bring up the guys and see what they got to say. Let's see. All right, all right. All right, I got my Man Talk panel here with me. This is for your FOMO relief. Okay, so FOMO relief is fear of missing out. And then we're going to give you some relief. We're going to let you know what's going on with the hottest topics. I got my Man Talk panel. I got Ryan J with me, Theo, Brian, Carlos, and Jonty. Look, I told y'all I wanted y'all on my show. Okay, with this virtual thing, it's now possible. I'm thankful that you guys are here with me. So if y'all just want to say what's up, Ryan, just say where you from, and what you do. What's your name? Where you from and what you do?
This is Ryan J. Oh, you said Brian or Ryan? Which one?
Ryan. We're gonna start with the top. Sorry, Ryan J.
Okay. This is Ryan J. with the Business is Business podcast, coming straight out of Houston, Texas. It's a pleasure being here, man. Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely.
Guess I'll go next.
Yeah, go ahead.
Theo Murdoch, originally from Columbus, Ohio. Go Buckeyes. Currently residing in Dallas, Texas. And if you love wine, follow me at stop_whining_. Support your black winos.
There you go.
I couldn't help it, man. I couldn't help it. I had to plug it.
There you go. All right, go ahead, Brian.
Well, my name is Brian from Washington, D.C. Worked in radio and television. Now currently working at the Library of Congress in marketing and event planning.
Okay.
I've done, actually, this is not our first rodeo, Don Darion. We've done show before for about a year or so. So
you had me on your show. Gotta have you on mine. All right.
I mean, it's only right, but yeah, that's what it is. It's a lot more, but I'm not gonna get into it.
All right, Carlos, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? Long time no see, Darion.
I know.
I'm Carlos from DC. Also, Darren and I and Brian are all from the radio family back in the
DMV.
day. You can catch me. You can follow me at Yes Another Podcast. I have a podcast, and you can follow me on That Brother Los on IG and Twitter.
All right, perfect. And then Jonty, y'all, I know he don't have a name tag, but I was using the government, but his name is Jonty. Okay, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jonty, actor, model, located here in LA. And you can follow me, that's the number one _ Jonty. kind of see it there, but it's Jauncy.
There you go. Perfect. Next time when you get on the show, I'm gonna have it together. Okay, you know it's new. So I work with all of you a little bit. Theo, I just met you. You know, we actually want to get more into running, more exercise. He has a running club that I really want to. What is it called? It's called Zone Fitness.
Zone Fitness Training. We have a chapter in Houston for my Houston folks, and then we also have a chapter in Dallas.
It's cool. I had a really good time. Ryan, I met you on Royalty TV. Ryan J. Met you on Royalty TV. I liked everything. You had the mic. You had the video. I was like, this man gotta be on my show. So I invited you on. Mr. Brian himself. Like we said, we did the podcast together. You know, I had to have him on the show, and we worked in radio as well. I forgot about that. I forgot I was an intern and you was trying to be my boss. Jonty, we did the airline. You know, my second passion. You know, flying. You know, good time. And then Carlos, we worked directly together. You know, that's my buddy. Carlos is my buddy. We went to a lot of events together. Had a lot of interesting times, especially with his friend Marcus. Anyway, we're gonna inside joke. Inside joke.
You ain't right.
Inside joke.
Young.
Guys, thank you guys so much for joining me on my FOMO Relief, my Millennial Man Talk panel. Okay, you guys are millennials. I don't think y'all know it, but all of you guys are millennials. But I do want to get started. This is Black History Month. And not that it's Black History Month, but Sandra Bland, you know, she just had a birthday about 2 days ago. So she just turned 34 years old. This woman was in police custody in Texas when she passed away. So it's a lot of questions, a lot of things that came out. You know, Ryan, being in Texas, how do you feel about this story about Sandra Bland?
Man, it's crazy because I remember when the story first came out, I was like, man, this is jacked up situation. But I didn't realize how close she was to Houston until maybe last year when all of the protests and different things were going on. I was like, damn, that wasn't that far up the street.
Right.
So, I mean, the sad part about it, with Houston being so diverse in multicultural, it's sad that I feel like when you sent the topic, I was looking at the topics. Sandra Bland is a perfect example, is that men are the only ones being killed and gunned down or dealing with police brutality. It's now Black women now. And I remember I used to joke with my mom, every time she'd get pulled over, she'd be talking to the cops all reckless. I'm like, Mom, how do you get away with that? And she's like, well, you just don't try it. Right. Now that Sandra Bland, what happened to her is just proof that if you have dark skin, you can't try it no matter what sex you are. So, man, it was tough knowing that it was right up the street, but knowing that even as a Black woman, that you're going through the same things that Black males go through with law enforcement on top of what Black women already go through.
Right. Have you had any bad experience with police?
I've had some dealings with the police, and it's not even because like I was a bad kid or anything. It's just like you say, when you're a Black male and you get pulled over, one, you were going 2 miles over the speed limit, could turn into step out the vehicle, put these handcuffs on.
Right. But
I've had a run-in with the police before.
Oh, but okay, full transparency. Anybody been arrested? Had a bad experience in being arrested? Brian?
Yeah.
Mr. Smooth himself. Do you want to talk about it a little bit? What happened?
So, just to piggyback off of what Ryan said, you don't necessarily have to be a bad guy to get harassed or hemmed up by the police.
Right.
It's one of those kind of situations where you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. You made the wrong eye contact with the police passing by, and that just gives you a reason for them to pull you over. Me personally, I was pulled over because I was driving a vehicle that at the time was a little bit out of my tax bracket, and the police already assumed that it was stolen.
Yeah.
It wasn't stolen. It was rented for me for an event. But they pulled me over, pulled me out the car, put zip ties on me, put me back in the car,
Wow.
ran everything, and of course it wasn't in my name, so they said the car was automatically stolen. Person that rented the car for me had to come down to the police station, vouch for me. It was just it was bigger than it had to be.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
it
was one of those things where, sorry, bro, it's frustrating because it didn't have to go it didn't have to escalate that far. You know.
I agree with that. Full transparency. I actually was just arrested. I didn't think that it was meant for me to be arrested. I was on the side of the road. I ran out of gas, and then instead of taking me to a gas station, decided to arrest me. Not really sure what the purpose was of that, but I do want to talk about. I want to bring it. We gotta move past this segment just a little bit. But rest in peace to Sandra Bland, because one thing about Black women, they don't get enough, I guess, broadcast as a man, So this brings me to the Tory Lanez and the Megan Thee Stallion situation. Megan Thee Stallion very, very upset, because nobody believes her. She's saying protect Black women. John T, you're in LA. The situation happened to LA. I just want to ask your opinion real fast. Do you think that Megan Thee Stallion deserves to say protect Black women for her situation? Because we don't believe her. What is your opinion on that?
I think that she has the right not to be attacked for what she's saying. I think she has that right. If she wants to promote protect Black women in this situation, she has that right. I think we all have different opinions about it. It's a lot of confusion. I have my opinions about just how the story came out, about the silence afterwards, about how both parties, how they addressed it in the media and within their music. So for sure, she has that right. But yeah, I definitely have some other opinions about it. Again, the capitalization, they both capitalized off of it. I think I have a little bit of problem with that. Again, the silence with the innocence versus the guiltiness.
Yeah,
it's a lot there. So yeah, she has the right.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. My thing is, she lied in the beginning, and then she told the truth, and then she's mad at everybody and saying, y'all don't believe me, y'all need to protect Black women. That's my problem, is like, don't use the protect Black women narrative. If it's the situation that you were in was basically a lover's quarrel. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. You're trying to make us feel bad about that. But we just got to move on just a little bit. Actually, yeah, let's move on. Because I do want to talk about the new social media networks that are coming out. I don't know if you guys have been invited, but I was invited to join Clubhouse. So I decided to sign up. Theo, are you a part of Clubhouse at all?
Yeah, I'm on Clubhouse, and it's very new to me.
Do you use it?
I do. It's actually not a bad platform. I'm gonna start like a wind down or a Black wino Clubhouse. And
okay.
It's just a lot of people talking, but it's kind of like this platform, literally like a Zoom call. It's just on an app,
and then
nobody can see each other's face, but everybody's having good conversations. And I mean, there's some amazing people on there, some famous people, a lot of good things to learn. So I think it's pretty cool. I haven't grasped it or mastered it yet, but I'm not gonna lie. I think in this new COVID-19 environment, with everybody's social distancing the best way that they can, I think Clubhouse is gonna end up being a big thing. I think the majority of people I know in my personal life are on it. But if you have a platform or something you want to get out there, and you want to start a chat room with it, go in there. You never know. Somebody famous can end up jumping on in there, and boom, you're right. You're kickstarted.
You're right, but you can get a lot further with mean comments on their Instagram posts. Carlos, I just want to know, did you get invited to Clubhouse? Are you joining it?
Man, I just found out about Clubhouse. I live on Twitter. That's where I live.
Okay.
So it's like, I heard about Clubhouse. I'm not entirely sure how it works yet, but I'll be open to joining a new social media avenue if I feel like it's, if it's beneficial. But yeah, I live on Twitter.
Yeah, I took a break from Twitter and now I'm back. But
I haven't been on Twitter in like 10 years. I have not been on Twitter.
Well, how do you guys feel about what about TikTok? You guys like TikTok a little bit?
I'm too old for that.
I like it, but I mean, I do love what you can do with TikTok.
Yeah.
But way better. I love IG.
Okay, so on TikTok, well, I don't know if this is on TikTok, but Terica Brown, I don't know if you guys heard the story. She tried to use the Guys to Be glue, but she switched up for the Gorilla Glue, and now her hair is permanently stuck to her head. First of all, it was hilarious. I thought it was so funny. I thought it was a joke. I thought they were trying to trick us, but it's serious. Now she's trying to get legal. She's trying to get people, lawyers involved. Brian, what do you think? I don't know. You think that she has a case?
You said Ryan or Brian?
Ryan J. Let me say Ryan J.
Yeah. So what's funny is TikTok just proved like social media in general that people do anything for likes, and I think this was a perfect example of it. Just so happens it backfired on her. The fact that this is even a story right now, like, because like Carlos said, I stay on Twitter too. The fact that people are waiting for the results from this to see what happens is sad, man. Like, Gorilla Glue is exactly what it is. It's self-explanatory. It tells you on the front what it's for. You don't find it in the black hair section next to spoiled sheen. So I mean, she got what she deserved, and I feel like what happens to her should be the example that everyone should follow. If you do some foolishness, you get foolish results.
Does anybody have a girlfriend on the panel?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if your girl came and her hair was like that and she's stuck, what you gonna say to her? How you gonna help her out?
I mean, I'm just letting her know that the days for our relationship are numbered. Because I know she's gonna be bald headed in the next few days. So
Even if she gets $1 million settlement, you gonna leave her?
well, I mean, if that's the case, then we need to protect black women. We need to protect women in general. We need to protect.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what? This is the last thing on that. I know you're trying to move along, but
Yeah.
she might, somebody sued McDonald's for, they're not advertising their coffee as being hot. And on the can of Gorilla Glue, it doesn't say that you can't use it in your hair. It just says skin. So she might win.
Yeah,
Okay,
get
fair.
paid. Somebody will give her some money.
I mean, I think that she deserves money. She went viral. I feel like Gorilla Glue is now cemented in our minds as like the most powerful glue, which I always thought it was.
Pun intended, huh?
We do got we do got to move on. I want to talk about the Super Bowl a little bit. How bored were you? Anybody could just go ahead and answer.
Let me tell you, I didn't really want to watch, but because I'm a Falcons fan and Tom Brady and the Bucks were in it, I was like, all right, I have to root for Kansas City. It didn't happen the way I would like for it to happen, so I left after halftime. I was at a little get together, and
The halftime show.
everyone was first of all the place I was invited to. I can't talk about it on my podcast because they listen to my podcast, but on this show because it's this show. I get to this small gathering, like 6 people. No one's wearing masks. I'm the only one wearing a mask, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to leave. I kind of had some wings. I brought some wings or whatever, and they're not using tongs to like pick up the wings. They're using their hands, and like the national anthem came. The national anthem came on, right? I kid you not. I like to stand in
Oh. Let me see if I can get him back on. 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, sorry. Zoom, they got the 40-minute time limit. Somebody upgrade me, please. Anyway, Carlos, what was you saying?
Yeah, so like I was saying, like I went to the Super Bowl party over the weekend. About 6 of us. I went there, brought my dish, of wings, and I walked in there and I realized I'm the only one wearing a mask. And so that was red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 is like the spread they had was a nice little spread, but no one was using like silverware to like grab like people grabbing chips with their bare hands, and like there was several different wings on the table, and I noticed the guys were like just putting their greasy hands in those wings. I'm like, all right, can I get a fork? Can I get a fork for my bowl of wings, right? And so what I did, I made sure to take my wings, what I put on my plate, to the side, because I knew sooner or later people would start grabbing and touching their hands and putting it into my bowl or whatever, which I left the bowl at their house. So once that happened, all right, cool. Now, when the national anthem was about to play, everybody like, quiet, everybody stand up, the national anthem. And everybody stood up for the national anthem. And there was somebody who was in armed forces, but they also had like a big old American flag in the living room, and like their son was holding it as the national anthem was playing, and I was like, this is what we're doing, huh? The other
Slow.
You got so many questions.
I have to question your judgment on whose Super Bowl party you going to.
Yeah, where were you at?
I was gonna wait till he was done, man. I was gonna wait.
I mean, look here. I'll tell you, because it's not what you would imagine it to be. That's my
Wait,
point.
I have a question. Do they celebrate Black History Month?
Were they at the Capitol on the 6th?
They were not at.
This is
They
what
were not at the Capitol on the 6th. They were not.
The presidential candidate win.
Okay.
Their candidate did not win.
Okay.
And
Is this
to
a
be
one
honest,
party?
and to be honest, I didn't realize where they stood politically till like maybe a year ago.
Did
And I've
any-
known this, and I've known them from like since I was like 18.
That's enough
So-
time to cut them off.
And so, I had no idea till like recently. So I was like, all right, whatever. I've been to several of their Super Bowl parties in the past, and like there's never been any type of like political whatever.
So did anybody? Oh, sorry. Were you done? Oh, my bad.
No, but what I want to say was, someone decided to make a mockery of taking a knee during the national anthem. I was like, and I said, if you don't get your
You're at the wrong party, man.
Yeah,
if
you
you don't
was-
get your butt up, if you don't
Yeah,
get your
wrong
butt up,
party.
what are you doing? What are you doing? Because me and this other black guy there, because everybody else is brown, but they're not black.
Well, did they?
Everybody else is brown, but they're not black. I just want to make sure, and like there was only one like white guy there, so I just want to make sure to answer some questions. All right, so it was cool till like I got to the halftime show and I had a couple of drinks and I don't know what the weekend was doing. It's like I said, all right, I'm not sure if I'm high or drunk, but I'm gonna go home. I knew I was done, and I didn't want to be around too many people,
Right.
the people anymore. So
So my thing is, the Super Bowl a little bit was kind of boring. Not boring to me, but a lot of people were hating on Tom Brady. I just want to know you guys' opinions on Tom Brady. Like, I mean, did you not want Tampa Bay to win because of Tom Brady, or did you want them to win because of Tom Brady? How do you feel? We're gonna start. Let's John T. I don't even know if you watched it.
I mean, I watched the first half, man. The second half, I kind of ate and drank through. But I watched. I'm a fan of greatness. He's established himself as one of the greatest of all time.
That's how I
Just
feel.
all of sport. You can't hate on that.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Theo, are you a football fan? Do you watch
Yeah,
all the games?
I'm a bitter Cincinnati Bengals fan. So
Okay.
being in the Super Bowl, I don't even ask for that. I just want a playoff win. We ain't won a playoff game since 1990. But no, I mean, I'm not a Brady guy. And again, I think people naturally hate greatness. When Tiger won all those majors in that 5 to 10 year span, people hated him because he's probably not the nicest guy in the world. But I do respect greatness, and also Tampa Bay with all those black coordinators that they had that won a Super Bowl as well to jump them to getting potentially jobs.
See,
That's why I was rooting for Tampa Bay. And I lived in Kansas City for 2 years, and they loved that team, and it got on my nerves. So I really wasn't rooting for the Chiefs, but really, I wasn't even rooting for Brady or Arians. I was rooting for all those black coordinators that they had, and some of the female coordinators that they had too. Because you guys know in the NFL, we have a lack of black coaches. Guys like Eric Bieniemy, who's the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, he should be a head coach somewhere right now. So I was more rooting for those coordinators than Brady. But I mean, hell, I get like John T said, I'm not going to knock greatness. And the guy is not the greatest athlete, but the greatest quarterback that's ever played the game. He just thinks the game.
See, and that's how I feel. Let people be great. He took Tampa Bay. I want to say he took Tampa Bay to a Super Bowl, but he was a good asset to the team. One other thing I do want to talk about is just our discussion. I'm trying to keep this show short, but of course we have issues and stuff. But our discussion topic for today, I don't know if you guys look at entertainment news, but Funkmaster Flex, he admitted to getting what is that called? Liposuction. My bad. I'm trying to change the screen and stuff. See, things ain't working. Anyway. He admitted to getting liposuction. I just want to know what you guys feel about if you had the money, would you get liposuction or any cosmetic surgery?
So here's my thing on this topic. I feel like everybody needs to do exactly what they need to do to feel comfortable in this game. Because it's hard not liking what looks back at you in the mirror. So by all means, if you have the means, I'm not going to knock you for doing what's going to make you feel comfortable. Now,
for a man,
that being said, don't put nobody else on blast, because I heard Flex put a couple other dudes on blast, say that they got it too.
Right.
Man, do your dirt and keep pushing, and then keep social media out of it.
I'm about to say, do you think he should have been so public about it?
Nobody would have known if he didn't post on social media.
Exactly.
That's the kind of person Flex is. Truth be told.
John T, what do you think about getting some? I heard that Drake got some abs put inside of his stomach. I know you got, you probably work out, but how would you feel?
Man,
you want to get some muscles?
Would I get some fake abs or something?
So,
But again, I mean, I would have to agree with Brian, man. You know, if that's what makes you comfortable, go for it. I wouldn't do it.
If you had,
I've seen it done, and I think that the results, you know, I've seen guys get like chest implants, ab implants. I don't think the results outweigh, you know, what could go wrong with it. So it's not for me. But I mean, if you want it, you know, go for it.
I feel like you're in LA. You probably see it all the time. Theo, what about you? You had the money. You getting lipo?
No, I mean, my ego is too big for that. I can't look in the mirror knowing that I didn't work for my abs or I didn't
Agreed.
work for a chest. Or I can't look. I just can't do it. My conscience will eat me up. But you know, I'm a runner. You know, Darion, and I run, and you know, I don't want anything in my body that wasn't already naturally there, or taking something out that's there. Like if I have something on me, I'm gonna work it off. That's just me. But I don't knock anybody that does it. But me personally, hell no.
Okay.
I'm not getting lipo. I'm too scared to get lipo anyway. I'm not getting nothing put in me.
You're not even gonna
I don't like needles and shit anyway.
You know, people get fake beards and they get, you know, fake hair too. You know, that you had the money, it could be an option. What about you, Ryan J? You had the money. I'm talking about millions. Okay, millions. You getting the veneers? You getting the teeth? You getting anything done to you?
Now veneers, man. Them veneers been hit, man. I'm in a bag getting my teeth. I'm gonna piggyback on Brian. Brian said it perfectly. I think it comes down to each person. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. When you look at yourself in the morning in the mirror, what do you see, and do you like what you see? Now I do think it's deep rooted, just like for women. When women go and get all this work done, it goes back to it's more mental and emotional. Like, what is it about yourself that you see that you don't like about yourself? And then you need to attack that root. You need to get to the root of that and fix it. For Funkmaster Flex, I mean, as long as I've known about dude, he's been a heavy set dude.
Right.
You gotta find out what's going on in your life, your personal life, and in your mind that makes you want to go get lipo suction, number one. Because like Theo said, I mean, he's a runner. I tried to do 100 miles a month in October and November, and man,
That's what I'm talking about. There you go. All right.
I was like, dang, man, I should have been doing this. I mean, it's just all about the hard work and just going to piggyback on what Jonte said. Like, as far as when you look in the mirror and you like you said, the hard work, when you say, man, I did all these push-ups every day, my chest kind of popping this morning. It comes down to what you see in the mirror and what you see in yourself. But that ego and what, like, that self-motivation, it's got to be there. So Funk doing that, I mean, it's all to what he wants to do, but don't put anybody else down, because we wouldn't have known anything about it. And I feel like Funk, your personal issues are just that, your personal issues.
Right.
The reason you got it done for ain't the same reason why everybody
Okay. You guys got it. Okay, let me see. What would I'm doing it, you know. I got the money. I'm doing it. You know, I just, let's see what happens. You know, let's see what's out there. You know, I'm part Hispanic. We built a little bit different. I got fat in some places that don't need to be there. You know, I'm not with the veneers. You know, I did the natural thing, the braces and the Invisalign. But I will tell you one thing: if my hair recedes anymore, we getting a hairline replacement. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what you guys say, and I don't care how you feel. We are getting a hairline replacement, and that's just how I feel. But guys, thank you so much. We are over time. I'm always over time, but you know, this was actually really, really good man talk panel. I gotta invite you guys back another time. Maybe we can have an even longer conversation. But Ryan J, I appreciate you, Mr. Theo, John T, Carlos, Brian, thank you guys so much, dealing with the technical difficulties and everything. And I'll see you guys next time, okay?
Appreciate
Peace
you,
out.
brothers. Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys.
put a mask on, Carlos.
Okay. All right, perfect. That was good. So that was a really, really good FOMO relief. Thank you to all the guys that tuned in. I will be saying this. They are not invited back. I've been getting text messages about, are they single? I've been getting text messages saying they're very handsome. Your friends are very, very cute. Who are they? Mind your business, okay? They here to talk. Okay, don't be looking at us like that. Anyway, you know, but I still actually no, that was fun. They will be back. I honestly didn't even realize how handsome they were. I just look at myself. So But good topics, good chat. Thank you guys so much. I definitely want to do this another time. Next that we have, she's waiting in the room. We over too long. I told you by 7:30. Let's try to do it by 7:45. There's no penalty if I go over, so I don't care. I do have Denise with me. I'm so excited for Denise because first of all, I think we look like brother and sister. You know. Maybe not. I think she's Blasian, you know, and I got the small eyes. Yeah, let's get Denise on the line. She is going to bring in my new segment called Millennials Making Moves. Okay, and let's see. All right, so hey Denise.
Hey, how are you?
Oh my God, I'm doing so good. Thank you so much for joining me on the Truth or Darian show. You know, I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So everybody, you know, as I was saying, Denise, you know, she designs. You know, she did do the T-shirt. You know, you got into the T-shirt business, but you design like everything. Do you do like houses and stuff, or is it just like designs on T-shirts?
It's a little bit of everything. My background is I would make flyers for work and like PowerPoints, and then like event flyers, and then like promotions and things like that. And so, yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. I do want to let everybody know. One thing that I do like about this virtual thing is the fact that people from different states can be on my show now. Me and Denise, we grew up in Maryland together. Are you still in Maryland, Denise?
I am.
Okay, perfect. So we grew up in Maryland together. And wait, did you go to Jennifer Elementary School?
No, I went to Barry.
Oh, okay. So she went to Barry, but I guess we met in Mattawoman in middle school, and then we also went to high school together.
Correct.
And you know, with social media, you know, you can keep in contact with everybody. I feel like I've seen your daughter grow up, your kids grow up on Facebook. How is the family?
The family's doing great. You know, I have a son and a daughter, and they're both still active in sports, even though COVID is happening. And then my husband, he's working. So the kids and me are just doing everything from home.
That's perfect. That is perfect. It's great. So you do have this, is it called a T-shirt business? How do you explain it to people?
So I call myself a creative designer, but it is a T-shirt business, like a custom T-shirt business.
Okay.
Or anything that can be heat pressed. So sometimes my main customers are birthdays, logo, brand, team apparel.
Okay.
And just in that general category.
Okay. So that's cool. So this is a Millennials Making Moves. So do you have a full-time job, or is this your full-time thing?
So when COVID hit, my full-time job kind of just like disappeared, if you will. And so now I go in the office one day a week, and then I do shirts and my business every day but that one day. So 4 days a week I'm business, and then 1 day a week I'm in the office.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That sounds fun. So you still get to get out, and then you still get to be home.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I hope you do like my little design and set. Sorry, I made this all nice for you last week. It wasn't like this, you know, because you know you're the design queen. You know, you're the bling queen. Okay, so
Yeah.
I had to make it look nice. Did you know that you always wanted to start a business, or is this something that you just picked up?
So I knew I would be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know what. I always had a sales background. I did Mary Kay for a few years. I sold Mary Kay.
I remember that. I'm sorry, I remember because you were in Dallas. I think they're in Dallas one time.
Yes, our headquarters is in Dallas, but for several years I was in Mary Kay, and I paid for our wedding 100% in cash with Mary Kay money.
Stop it.
So this started because my daughter signed up for cheer, and I was designing things, and I found a local shirt person. And over the first season of cheer, I realized I spent over $500.
Just on like the T-shirt, or you had to buy T-shirts for them?
Random apparel for every competition. Like for me, for her, like my mom would come to a cheer competition. She would need a shirt.
Y'all needed T-shirts to be a part of the cheer competition, or is this?
So in the cheer world, moms love to just get like a shirt that says Mariah Rocks,
okay.
or it would have the team name on it, and then things like that. And
That's
so
special.
I was the team mom the first year, so everything said team mom on the back. And so I was sending everything to the girl, telling her where to put it. And I said, you know, I had got a bonus from work about 6 months after cheer season ended. And me and my husband were like, you know what, let's order the supplies to start. And literally, I had made like a few bras and some shirts for some other people around me. And then it just kicked off. I posted on social media like, oh my gosh, look at my first thing I made. And then it was like, can you make this and this and this? And then
I feel like that's how I even remember it starting. You were, and then you just were the bling queen, and I was like, wow, how perfect. I mean, you had the logo. The logo was nice. I think it's just it's a cartoon version of you.
Yes,
you know,
thank you.
It looked really, really good. And I'm seeing all this. You know, I'm seeing the T-shirts that you're making. Well, first of all, the cheerleading thing.
Yeah.
Are you designing all of their stuff now, or you just do like partial? Like, did they hire you eventually, or what?
So, so the first year, we just would go with the team colors, and I would just design things, or I would go and I would find designs, and then I would put them together, and it would just say things like, you know, football mom or cheer mom, numbers and things like that. And then as time went on, I would have different brands or companies say, look, can you take our logo? And it would be cheer or football. Can you take our logo and put this on the back of a hoodie or the front of a hoodie or on our leggings? And so over time, it did end up that way. And I would collaborate with those brands. But yeah.
So did you find it pretty easy to like start the business, or like were things coming to you, or did you have to get the marketing out? Did you have to, you know, get everything trademarked and actually sign the deal to, what is that called? I would sign the deal to get a business. What is it called? You
like an LLC.
LLC. See, I don't know nothing.
So I had already went through a process of an LLC before, so everything was pretty easy. And then, like I said, I would just post what I made that day, and then literally it blew up. So like the marketing, like now it's to the point where I can't post like I used to because I get so overwhelmed. Like it's such a blessing, even though through COVID that people are still ordering. But I mean, I haven't posted consistently in months because I just have repeat customers who just order like 2-3 shirts a month. But then I have people who, like last week I did a 200 mask order. And my business does fluctuate, but I do have regulars that order all the time. And like I said, it just kind of grew. My first year in business, working full time, I realized I sold over 20,000 as a side gig. It was like 21,000 and some change. And I was like, and that equated out to about $1,500 worth of profit a month.
That is awesome.
Because cheer is not cheap.
Right.
So we were on a traveling competitive team. And so I'm talking, you know, airfare, hotels, the gear, you know. So over time, I just was like, oh my gosh. So it just became a side gig. And then now it's such a blessing, because what if I didn't ever start the business? What would I be doing now?
Right, exactly. You sound just blessed. Like everything was meant to happen in this exact way. But what are some negative things? Like when you first started out, what mistakes did you make that, like, did you have any big mistakes where you're like, oh my gosh, I want to give up?
So, I mean, I think in any entrepreneur journey, you have those moments because, you know, sometimes as an entrepreneur, money isn't always flowing. There's ebbs and flows, just like anything in life. So, but mistake wise, so sometimes like I would rush and make a mistake when I press the shirt, especially in the beginning, because there's like a weeding process when you make shirts. Vinyl comes like in sheets, and then you feed it to the cutter, and then it cuts everything that needs to be cut. So like for instance, look, go ahead.
I haven't had a lot of t-shirts designed, but I'm really bad at aligning stuff. Like, does it align it for you, or?
No, I have to. And so sometimes things would be crooked. Sometimes things wouldn't be lined perfectly. And so mistake wise in the beginning, especially anyone who comes into the shirt business doing what I do, that is their biggest mistake in the beginning is alignment, weeding. Sometimes like one year I had an issue where I ordered all these. I was doing army jackets for cheer, and I was ordering them, and some of them didn't arrive on time. So I texted everyone, and I had like 5 jackets that didn't make it. So I texted the people and said, "Look, I'm ordering next best. You know, it's arriving tomorrow." Well, the material was completely different, and a lot of customers were upset. It was my first big, like, ooh. And so a lot of customers wanted refunds, and I told them I could only do a refund on after supplies. So in the beginning, it happened. And like I said, in any journey, in any business, it happens. It's all a learning. But it was just simple things. And like over time, I've just learned how to run business better and smoother. And, you know, I always make sure the customer is happy because, you know, I'm in the people and customer service business.
You know, that's true. You know, and, you know, I was actually one of your customers. Actually, can we take it back to the past real fast? Because you were actually one of my first customers. I don't know if you remember, but in middle school, I was selling burned CDs. Like that was me and was it high school? High school, middle school. Me and my brother were like, we want to sell burned CDs. So we would go on LimeWire, we would download any song anybody wanted. We would tell you, you get about 18 tracks, write a list, send $5, and we got you like within 2 days. So Denise, oh my God, it felt like like she was the best customer. You know, she's like, oh, you got this song, you got this song.
I did love burned CDs back in the day. You're right.
So that was me and my brother's little business. And now we're coming, I guess, full circle because now I am your customer and you helped me out. You know, the new Tooth of Darion show, we got a new logo, you know, and I wanted some things to give out to my family, to my friends. So I came to you because I didn't know anything about t-shirts. And you helped me. You were like, I was like, can you just do all of it? This is what I wanted to say, and you can just design it. So I actually have, I haven't handed these out. Well, actually, okay, one of my friends saw them and she was like, I'll pay you $25. Okay, here you go. You can have this. Okay, so I got a little bit of money off of them. But let me just show you guys, I am prepared.
Hold on, my computer's about to die.
It's okay. I'm talking to him. I just want to show you guys my new shirts. I will be selling these, okay? One day. We'll see. One day. And then also, me and Denise, we had a little bit of an issue where I didn't really like the way my logo looked. You know, it was a little, like, it looked really good far away, but it looked grainy. But this is where customer service comes in because, you know, the thing is, no, I don't expect things to be perfect. You know, I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to ask for a refund. You know, what can you do? You know, what can you do?
Where do we go from here?
Yes. And what Denise did was she was like, I will talk to these people. I will get the logo fixed, blah, blah, blah. I sent the shirts back. Denise, she got it right. She sent it. Then, you know, then I got the shirts back a couple of weeks later. And then on top of that, she was like, I threw in some masks for... So now I got some. Can you even see it, sir? I got some masks now. I'm not selling the masks, but maybe if you want some, maybe Denise will help me out and get some more. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I told you, you know, I cannot stay to 30 minutes. But anyway, Denise, thank you so much. I do want to give you a little shout out. She's a legit business owner. Okay, she has a website. Okay, she has a card. You know, I mean, look, a card. But this is something that I always wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to have like promo or this is her website too. I just, you know, I'm doing this all myself. Look at this, nice. She's fresh. Anyway, Denise, I will see you next time. I gotta get back. We gotta close this show out. So, but if people do want to get in contact with you, do you go through DMs? Are you okay with that, or you just want them to call the number?
DMs. Emails, my Instagram is _bling queen, and most people just hit me up there, and my number's there as well, and you can just call or text me.
That's perfect. That's what I did. I think I just DM'd her. All right, we will see you guys. All right, and we will see you guys. I got to get back to the show. I'll see you next time, Denise. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. What a great time. You know, I knew I was not going to have enough time for that. It's so hard to stay focused, you know, on the time when I'm having such a great conversation. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, staying as long as you did. Shout out to YouTube. This is the first time I had over 2 people watching, and it was about 5 people. So guys, I need you to do. I love this show. I love having this show, but I need you guys to share. I need more people to be watching. I want to have more things. I want to have videos. I want to have things come out. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of Truth to Darion show. But I gotta go. Okay, so make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment. Thank you guys so much. And next Tuesday, 7:00 p.m. Tell your friends, tell your mom, everybody. I'm telling my mom. All right, guys. Till next time. I will see ya. Adios.